We went to Sonipat to talk to some schools. We went to Gohana to talk to some students and the teachers. And it was an enjoying experience. Dr. Amitabh Tripathi from IIT, he conducted special sessions to prepare the students from the Regional Mathematics Olympiad. Dr. Chinda presented valedictory address during the Mathematics Movement Phase 2 and apprised the students with the mathematics in the daily life. So lots of things happened, and everybody, I think, went with the memorizing experiences. And during the month of November, because first phase happened in the month of July, 23rd to 28th of July in 2012, and the second phase was from 3rd October to 5th of October in 2013. So in the November 2014, I started getting the calls from the school that our students are asking when we are supposed to go back to the SD Public School to attend the mathematics session. So anyway, all those 2 phases, they were the 3 days program, and this is now the culmination phase, because whatever is prepared during the 2 phases, we wanted this to give back to you in the form of the CD, in the form of the teacher's manual, and I hope that you will love the CDs and you will be able to use them wisely. It has lots of softwares also. Thank you very much to all of you for being here and to be the part of this program.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So that was the interesting mathematics movement phase 1 and 2. May I now very humbly request Director, NCSTC Department of Science and Technology, Dr. D.P. Singh, to present the inaugural address to the gathering. Please, sir.
Good morning to everyone. Respected Mr. Sharma, the dignitaries on the dais, teachers and members of the management and real students among the audience. The general perception that mathematics is not being opted by the smartest and most brilliant students in the country was growing. Another fact is, mathematics is in the root of doing good science. Science and technology, its health in a nation decides how important is the country in the comity of the nations. So with these 3 presumptions, if India has to be important at the global level, its technology and science has to be respected in the world, then mathematics cannot remain at a weaker footing. This country decided to make science and technology as an important vehicle to take the country ahead, solve its problem right from food, disease, transport, and whatnot, communication, whatever you name. Science and technology has to be an integral part of entire developmental activity. It was already decided by immediately after the independence of the 1947. So we cannot afford a weaker ecosystem for the mathematics. And therefore, the Government of India decided to celebrate 2012 as a year of mathematics. And the birthday of Srinivas Ramanujan, 22nd December, as a mathematics day. The National Council for Science, Technology, Communication, an important wing of Department of Science and Technology to take science and technology to the people, to popularize it and foster scientific temper among the people, had its role clear and loud. How to popularize mathematics was agenda before us. And Madam Sharma came up to us with all the activities and progress of phase 1 and phase 2 movement for popularizing mathematics. She has just explained to all of you. Was there. We immediately jumped, collaborated with her, accepted it, funded it. There are a couple of hitches in a school system, particularly in government schools. There is no system of accepting any grant for an activity which is not the core activity of a school system. So how to get money from Department of Science and Technology, how to spend, and how to account for. Very, very mundane, ordinary issue appears on the face of it, but it's not that easy. There should be a legal system with the school principals to invite, to receive, get money for activities such as this one, which is not a regular and ordinary part of a school curriculum. Not only capability of translating vision into action, but also an uphill organizing capability to tie the loose ends. Invite schools, school authorities, principals, members of the management who matters, to take them along to do something which is not going to add anything in the mark sheet you get at the 12th level or 10th level or even at the 8th standard. Since 2012, we are harping on this issue, popularizing mathematics through various means. How difficult a subject could be has direct link the way it is taught in the classroom setup. I have met with many students. Some say mathematics is very tough. Others find Hindi to be very tougher, equally tough. So any subject which is not interesting enough or rather not being presented in an interesting enough manner could be seen as a tough, unappealing subject by the student. It is not always appropriate to fix the responsibilities. But as a student, I remember perhaps all subjects are equally appealing or non-appealing. And there is a vicious circle. Something which interests you, it interests because you know a little more about that subject. It might be Hindi, English, mathematics, science, physics, chemistry, history, geography, whatever. If you know a little bit of it, it interests you more. And once it interests, you invest more effort and time into it. So you end up knowing more, getting more marks in the periodic tests and examinations. Once you get a bit of better marks, your colleagues say, "Oh, you have done very well." You get a peer approval. So you work harder in that subject. And once you put a little more energy and effort to understand the subject, you again excel in it. So this becomes putting the hard work and the resultant become interesting, and this cycle goes on and on and on. So mathematics as a subject, the numbers as a subject appeal to Ramanujan, and it's not that all of a sudden he became a very great mathematician or an expert on numbers. He worked extremely hard, played with numbers almost 24 hours in a day, always remaining the same intellectual ecosystem. And therefore, his single-handedly contribution to number theory, perhaps word is still struggling to decipher many of his theorems, is what legacy we have got. He was not fortunate, might be, to have an auditorium like this. He could not go formally beyond +2 standard. Somehow he managed a graduation. Perhaps that again was awarded to him out of grace rather than his interest in other subjects. I read somewhere, perhaps the only one book which describes his journey of pursuing mathematics very well. The man who knew infinity generally failed in many other subjects except mathematics. So might be the responsibility lies, number one, with the teachers. To produce an Arjuna, each teacher has to be Acharya alone. There is no Arjuna which are without Drona. And once you have a Drona in your life as a student, perhaps nothing can stop you. Such is the relationship with the teacher and taught, the excellence and the subject with passion. I hope the effort of Mrs. Sharma will inspire few more chief of the school system who may approach us to devote a little effort and their time to take a subject, to popularize a subject like mathematics, in which India has been traditionally stronger, has made its name and fame, but of late the impression is the brightest of our students are going to management, computers, might be commerce, chartered accountancy, sales, and whatnot, but not mathematics, not science. So we have to make it popular by infusing activities other than the classroom functions the strict way, the way we see it. A teacher comes, he explains a concept, solves a couple of questions, and expects students to understand all that. When you are young, memory is extremely short. You can memorize whole of the textbook of mathematics at 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, even 10th standard. So and there is the danger. Once you start memorizing for the mark's sake, because parents look for the numbers on your report card, and teacher appreciate only that, there is no marks for understanding a concept in mathematics or even biology. You reproduce what is expected of you. And therefore, it really becomes impossible when the issue comes to think harder in abstract sense to solve higher mathematics. So students generally run away. Students like me prefer to run away from mathematics and go to biology. How to break this circle is now ball is in the court of mathematics teachers, principals, school management, and yes, the government officials like us. So I hope now more and more applications for popularizing mathematics will land at our table. And my colleague Indu Pune is there to assist all of you, to facilitate, catalyze more and more activities like this.